Hi guys, this is Gabby. I am here to do a review of the Akagi doll 1/4 body. A user here on YouTube, Eddie and the Dolls, saw one of my Wine and Dollies videos and really liked my Akagi doll usury that you see in front of you right now. They also made a video talking about that they want the doll, and I honestly cannot recommend Akagi doll enough. And I figured I would do a body review on him since they are planning on getting him. And it's always nice to see what you're getting into, because I don't know if there are any Akagi doll body tutorials, body reviews out there. But I thought I would make my own, because I have had this boy for about a year now. So I kind of know, I was gonna say I kind of know the in and outs about him, but I've never restrung him or anything. I just have him at face value, essentially. But I have had him for long enough to know, like, pros and cons for him. So in front of you is an Akagi doll usury, 45 centimeters in their normal resin. I got him through Alice's Collections, which, if you don't know, is an official dealer for many companies. My general thought of the Akagi doll body is that it is by far the best BJD body I have ever handled. Now, I haven't handled too many bodies compared to a lot of other people, but I haven't come across the BJD body that I like quite as much as this one. Oh, and of course there will be dolly nudity in this video. Like, that's just, you have to have dolly nudity in a body review. Pros to this body: it is ridiculously posable. One thing that Akagi doll does is that they will include a silicone pad between the shoulder and the chest joint, as you can see right there, and that essentially will allow for the arm to hold whatever position you put it in, which is pretty fantastic. So this piece is going to hold any position that you put it in, and this piece is also going to hold any position that you put it in. Being double jointed, it's supposed to do that, but I've never come across any single or double jointed doll that can hold positions so well like this guy can. Sometimes it is a little difficult. You may have to lock the peanut in place for it to work, but like, I guarantee you there's a very fine amount of poses he cannot do. Yeah, so posing in the arms is really fantastic. The head has a great amount of motion as well, as you can see here. Also, I apologize for the angle. I can't exactly get any further to show you the whole body. Unfortunately, I don't really have a place to do that except the floor, and you're not going to be getting as much lighting down there, so we're just going to do it on my desk here. By the way, this face-up was done by Silent Wayfarer on Instagram, or I got it through Den of Angels, so they are Wayfarer on there. Yeah, head has a great range of motion. Very nice. Not much to say about the head right now, because this is just a body review. Torso, chest piece, comes in 3 pieces. You have this, the navel, and the actual torso piece. The top piece does not have as much motion. You can't really do much going side to side, or he can slump forward a little bit. He's not going to hold it right now because he is lying down, but he pretty much can't do anything backwards. However, this piece does have a little bit more motion. Yeah, as you can see, he does swivel a little bit from side to side. The body is relatively detailed. I'm not sure if they have different bodies for their 1/4 sizes. I believe this is the only size they have available. Their 1/3 size dolls, however, do have different size options. I have the 70 centimeter size body, which is really nice. They also offer a 66 centimeter body, and that has a couple of different versions to it. His butt is a little flat, I don't know if that's an issue for anybody. Yes. He does have a mobility joint in his legs, which, in my opinion, like, I'm showing, this is the most mobility it does. So it's not a terrible amount. However, this joint right here gives you an extreme amount of mobility. This is the leg turned around. So honestly, that mobility joint right here, it doesn't do its job as well as this piece can. So I'm not entirely sure why it's even included. Maybe it does give it more mobility, and I'm just not, like, I just haven't figured it out. But like the arms, it does have a great amount of mobility. As far as stringing, the legs do not hold poses as well as the arms, and part of that is because there is no silicone, I cannot say that word. There is no silicone padding in the legs as there is in the arms. I'm sure that if you hot glue sueded him or put another silicone joint in there, the legs would hold poses just fine. But as it stands, he doesn't hold poses as well in the legs. Not terrible though. They hold poses very well, just not like the arms. His knees are some of my favorite parts of his body. They are double jointed like the arms, and they look really nice when you bend them, in my opinion. It's a very long peanut, and the kneecap is sculpted onto the peanut. I know in some dolls the kneecap is sculpted into the leg here, even if it is double jointed, which I don't typically like how that looks. It is a little bit stained here just from the pants I have him wearing, but that's very easy to remove with magic eraser. There is the back of his legs, as you can see, very similar to the joint up here in his thigh. Yeah, so some really nice sculpting in the knees too. I like their curve down here in the calf a lot. The feet are sculpted pretty well. They have a lot of detail in them. The only thing is that they're going to have resin, what's the word for it? Well, they're going to have a little bit of extra resin within the toes, which if you want to sand away, that's definitely something that can be easily fixed. So his feet do not have a ton of mobility in them when you're looking at trying to get his feet to go up and down. So this is as far as they go up without forcing them off the joint, like this. And this is as far down as they would go. So they do go down a little bit more than they go up. And as you can see, he does have a ball joint in between his leg and his foot, much like in the hand. However, his feet do have all the mobility of the world side to side. You can make them do a complete 360. It's a little difficult to see, but the flat parts of his feet, so the heel and the balls of his feet and even his toes a little bit, they are totally flat. So they have a flat surface. And that is something that I want to commend about this body, because this boy can stand on any surface that you put him on, with or without shoes. I've put him on my bed, I've put him on my desk, on the floor, I've put him, on so many things, and he stands up with or without shoes. I have tried to get him to stand on one leg and not been successful, but I'm sure that's just a matter of getting the right balance on him. But posing and standing wise, those are definitely the best parts about this body. The only real cons, I would say, is that the mobility joint he has here does not seem to do too much. And there isn't as much mobility in his chest pieces. But other than that, you guys, this doll is pretty fantastic. I highly recommend Akagi doll to anybody who's looking to get a new doll. They only offer male sculpts at the moment. Maybe one day they'll do female dolls. I have not tried hybriding him with anybody because I don't have... The only other MSD I have is a Soul Doll MSD, and their heads are very small compared to the Akagi doll heads, so it looks a little misproportion on this body, and also the resin color isn't there very well. But this doll is so fantastically crafted. I would say that if you're looking for a relatively affordable doll, on Alice's Collections he cost me $163 without shipping. So like I think that's less than the price of a Resin Soul 1/4 doll, maybe just around the same price. So if you're looking for a different, more affordable doll, I would absolutely suggest Akagi doll. I've not worked with them directly. Again, I got him through Alice's Collections, but you know, there was absolutely nothing bad in the ordering process. He came in a carrying case instead of a box. The body that I ordered did come with a box, but he came with a carrying case. The carrying case I don't like that much, actually. I don't really like it all that much, so I don't use it. But it takes up less space than a box typically would, which is nice. What else? The only thing I would say about Akagi is that they don't offer tan skin. I think their dolls would be so gorgeous in tan skin. I definitely want one. And that the variety of their bodies isn't available for 1/4 like it is for 1/3. However, something very, very cool about Akagi is that they do the same sculpts. All their 1/4 sculpts, I believe, are also available as 1/3 sculpts. So if you want a usury, but you don't want an MSD size, you can get him in 1/3 size, which is great. I don't know of other companies that do that. Yeah. So that's, I think, pretty much it for my body review. I'm sorry I couldn't get like a full body video of him. Like, this is the best I can do. Yeah, but I highly, highly recommend this doll and this company for anybody who's looking for a cheaper doll. At least the MSDs, their MSDs are relatively affordable, and yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this helped somewhat. And yeah, if anybody's thinking of getting an Akagi doll and just has any questions at all, feel free to ask me. I will post videos or pictures or do whatever you need to make sure that you get all the information you want before making a purchase. So thanks for watching. I will catch you guys later.